Back in time. Good on him.
Hello. Let's see. Wait. What?
It's your
You're
fault.
live.
You got
Why?
shitty.
We're live. What?
Do
Yes.
not blame my internet. I have
We're
good
live.
internet.
We're live. Okay.
We're live. Ah, there we
We're
go.
live.
Hello.
We're
Yeah.
live!
Well, that is hopefully.
Alright, let's
Hello,
do that.
welcome to a new podcast rather, whereby we are playing Stardew Valley. It's a new kind of edition. That's my whole intro. Yes. So we are joined by Sato, Mr. Egan,
Hi.
which
Hi.
is totally obscured by the event list on my stream, as well as Apple Stew.
Hello.
Hello. So I guess we can introduce ourselves. Maybe.
Yeah.
My
feel like you
game
just
is
introduced
still.
us.
Yes. Ah, now my game works. Does it?
There we go.
Yeah. Even though Discord is a little bit laggy. It works
Is
barely.
it okay? Is well, yeah. If it works enough. that's
Yeah.
fine.
Even my teeth are like green screened
But
out.
we'll just maybe have to consider not doing multiple points of view for the future. We'll see.
Well, it
Felix,
works.
if you have not grabbed your seeds, there is a packet of seeds in your house.
In my house.
Oh my god.
In your house.
Now the first
I can't
question will be, what is my house?
I don't know, whichever one you walked out of.
Well,
think it was
I don't.
that one. Wait, it might be this one. No.
Okay, well, I'm done farming because I've run out of energy, so I'm
Is
going
it
to go
this
talk to
one?
villagers.
Yeah, it's this one up here. It's the one with the green roof.
Ah, okay. So, I guess we will first start with Sato. Introduce yourself. Who are you? Where do you live? What do you do in daily life and that kind of stuff?
What's your IP address?
Hi,
that-
Zayto.
that true.
I live somewhere.
What's your postcode?
I live in England. You're not having my postcode or my house number.
Oh,
There you
Oh.
go,
Very
that's all you
interesting,
need to-
sorry.
That's all you need to know.
okay. And Mr. Egan, you're a Dutch guy, which we know,
Yeah.
but what do you do?
Wait, we let a Dutch guy in here?
Yeah. Oh
I
shit.
didn't know you were Dutch. God damn. We should have stopped that from happening.
He's been lying to us all this time.
I know.
Ah.
Yeah, you all thought I was German, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah. Like German is almost the same. Like.
I mean, it's pretty close.
uh,
Oh yeah,
Pretty
I forgot we've got this crazy large map now.
Yeah, I guess
taking
it's.
everyone
it's
On a tour of the map.
at least your
Okay.
screen is working,
That's good.
which is good. POVs.
It doesn't actually go really far. Blimey.
Yeah, it's huge. It's ridiculous.
Some would say too much space.
I would
Oh.
not say that.
Now it works. Okay, so the farm is just too big for my PC to handle.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
That was the problem.
Okay, maybe it
No.
is too big then.
Yeah.
That's an issue because
Oh, the city is also. No, it's fine.
okay, as long as it comes across good on your POV, that's
Yeah.
important.
Like it can render all of your things on Discord and everything else.
Dibs on
Just-
Penny, by the way.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Oh. Oh, right click, of course.
Well, like I used gypsum.
Oh. Felix is just in someone's house.
We're all in someone's house. I'm doing the greetings quest. I couldn't farm anymore. I was out of energy.
I'm doing the farmer thing and chopping trees down.
Well, I'm out of energy. How would you like me to chop trees down?
Just keep it.
Yeah. You'll sleep at some point.
It's a horrible idea, and I'm going to ignore it.
I guess we're good. Okay. We're gonna.
Apple,
Okay, just-
who are you? You haven't introduced
Who
yourself
am I?
yet.
Oh, hello. I'm Apple Stew. I live in the UK also, but I'm not going to give you my postcode or IP address because that would be bad for me. And I'm a community manager for Blala over at youtube.com/. Blala. I'm
Wait, no
pretty
cross promotion.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
I squeezed it in there.
Apple, if you do that, then
I
just
also
put
run a
something on your own
Discord.
server. Like advertise me on her server. It's your server, by the way, so
Yeah.
you have the right
That's-
to do that. Also, that's one of the things is that when Blala reaches like the biggest size and she gets Discord partner, you basically get it because you're the server owner.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, good job. You'll get Discord partner eventually
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
without doing anything.
by association.
Without doing anything. Wow, that's
Wow.
undercutting my position a little bit, but that's okay. I'll accept it.
Nah, Apple does a lot. Really.
Yeah. You can
Mhm.
hear it in his voice. Yeah, that's me, and that's my introduction. There you
Also, I've
go.
just been in JojaMart and realised the shelving starts at row B. And there's also no
yeah.
G.
So if you, fun fact, in Stardew Valley, or Pelican Town, I guess, the letter A is frowned upon, and they never use it.
I mean, there's an A in Joja.
Yeah, but they're not.
There's an
They're
A
not
in Mayor
basic.
for Mayor Lewis.
Yeah, but that's just an official title. That's, I mean, you don't see
So there's
anyone
an A at the beginning of Abigail's name.
think about it. There's no
Apple.
one who has an A in their name.
Apple, I found
Abigail.
Everyone's
I
got
found-
marks.
I found
there
a
are two
sewer.
A's in Stardew
Oh, yeah.
Saloon.
We can't go
Apple,
in
look
there
at my screen. I found a sewer. I don't
There's
know.
an A in
there's-
Stardrop Saloon.
yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't-
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
sewer. It's locked.
It's
though,
locked.
So we can't go.
Wow.
No, you're not going in your basement. Yes!
What are you doing?
I managed to catch in Sebastian before he hid in his basement again.
Oh, everyone's just hunting people down.
I've only got 7 people left to talk to. I've talked to 21 people today.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a
19.
day's work. I'm just chasing people down. Like, hey, wait! I need to introduce myself.
Hey, you! Listen!
Oh man, there's someone over there as well. There's Caroline. Who the A is not actually in the name.
There's an A in Caroline. There's so many
Pronounced.
A's.
It's pronounced that way, but it's not.
Is it an
actually.
E? Is it spelled E, is it?
Yeah, it's actually Caroline. Caroline.
We also joined by a cat.
Always.
Yeah.
When we're joined by 2 cats, my one's just quiet.
She's a good boy. A good girl. Dance.
Apple,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm just standing here. I was petting my cat, so she'd be quiet. There's Sam, or Sem, as it's.
Fuck's sake. You're not going to give this up, are you?
Thing I have. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I mean, like, Maru has an A in it. Abigail has an A in it. Sam
Oh.
has an A in it. Leia has an A in it.
That's just your opinion.
I feel like you chose literally the worst letter to say doesn't exist.
Well, it's not my fault. It's Jojo.
Demetrius.
See,
I found a
Demetrius has
bear.
A in it.
On,
Who haven't
on
I
a
said hello
statue.
to?
You found a bear statue. Yeah, I was going to say you found a bear.
And I said hello to Vincent, apparently. The Wizard, Willy, and Jazz. For some reason, I got Shane's hard at work message while he was walking into the saloon.
He's very hard at work.
Yeah,
That's
getting
part of his
drunk.
job. That's in his
Seems
job
legit.
description.
The kid doesn't want to talk to me.
Wait, Sid, do you have a texture mode for
Portraits,
for-
yeah. Of
yeah.
There's a texture one for portraits.
course
Yeah.
there is. There's loads.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to.
Hello.
I didn't actually realize when I was talking to people.
No, you don't have it on. I do.
Oh, you
I
do.
do. I checked the stream for a second.
Oh, I can open doors.
The
Nice.
portrait one is a content override one, so I couldn't put it in the zip folder for you.
Okay.
We're looking at the stream.
I spoke to that person yet? I'm gonna.
Did we water all the
you-
plants, by the way?
If you saw this guy running up
I
to
guess
you
so.
at 7 o'clock at night when you were
Okay,
going
cool.
home, and he chased you down before you got to your house, would you trust him? Does
No.
he look like a trustworthy individual? A robot with a wig,
Nothing about
just
you
in a
looks
Santa
trustworthy.
costume.
We've been over this. Nothing about you looks trustworthy.
I think I look pretty good. I blend in well with my human companions. I think.
No. No, you
Tell me apart,
definitely
guys.
do
I
not.
don't think. I blend
I'm
in pretty
gonna
well.
I'm gonna go to bed and pretend you don't exist.
I would just
Well-
chop some cheap.
Wait, do people
Yeah.
have wood? Because we really need chests.
I got
have
wood.
73 of it.
I
go.
don't know how to open my menu. Oh wait,
E
it is just
or-
it's bare. It's
Watch
just
us
delayed.
all do it at the same time to confirm.
I need some more
Yeah.
wood.
Here we go. I'm gonna put some in the chest.
I didn't want to,
Don't let your energy drop to 0, by the way.
but I want
Or to
to.
1, for a matter of fact. How did you even manage that?
I don't know. I got one extra apparently.
I hate you. You've ruined the symmetry. I'm actually going to break that now.
Oh yeah. I
Hang on, what? What's what I'm about to do?
no.
I just. Why would you do it? I just tried to fix it.
Alright, everybody
Oh.
in my house.
Oh, look at this.
Everybody in my
Oh.
house, we're bunking up tonight. Come on.
I'm like the
Yeah.
greeter. Come on, everyone, in you get.
Are we just basically sleeping all in one bed?
Yep.
Yes, on top of each other.
In a single bed.
Who's on the top? Who's on the bottom?
Uh,
No one knows. Right, here we go, like a train.
Oh, mail
Right, everyone, get to watering. Oh, or just answer your mail.
from
fine.
Willy.
Obviously, some of us have got different, motives.
Priorities.
Yeah, priorities.
Ah,
The sheer amount of water noises. Right, that's me done.
I'm glad we're not streaming the audio as well.
Of the game.
It
You're not
would
streaming
be
the game?
awful.
all of our audio.
Oh yeah, all of the audio. It's really bad. So,
I don't know where the pond is on this map.
I'm guessing
I need to refill my watering. I'm gonna go in town and refill my
There's-
watering can.
there's a river. There's a river just down here. But it's a little bit
Oh.
away. There you go. Nice little river.
It's got to be somewhere closer. Maybe not. Maybe we need to build a well for once.
Maybe. Well, we got lots of space for it, so.
I cannot swim.
Nope. We're only farmers. We don't have to swim, Felix. Come on.
Well,
Actually, there's one place we can swim,
the sea?
but it's not unlocked yet. No,
Oh.
can't swim in the sea. Are you crazy? Come on.
Maybe.
Oh, I found the pond. It's actually it's where the river is. It's up near the shrine.
The cat is really hungry.
For attention.
Yeah. Oh, we can swim.
Where?
Go to
God damn it! I was hoping you wouldn't find that.
along the just you can see me on my screen.
Yeah, I can see.
It's a
Follow
bit
the river.
cheaty. I don't really like it.
Oh, does it refill your energy?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does. Look at that. This map has everything.
Not 100% a fan of that.
Don't look at my robot body. I'm trying to blend in.
Oh, yeah, if you just say stay in, then there's something under the waterfall. We'll just around.
You don't want to go see Willy today to get the fishing rod.
Willy.
Yeah, at the beach.
Follow me. Oh.
I'm just casually standing outside Marnie's barn so I can talk to the tiny girl that lives there.
What's
Oh,
this
sorry.
new fishing thing? I've just noticed.
What new fishing thing?
Well, the bar doesn't go down.
Should do.
I don't know where I'm going. Oh, it's So here on this map.
Okay, I creepily stood outside the barn until I could talk to the little girl.
Sure, that's what you want.
Achievement got.
I went the wrong way. Let's go. I don't really know this map, so
Oh, it's just a tutorial. Okay.
here we go.
I'll just go my own way, I guess.
Here we go.
Does anyone know what time Haley leaves her room?
No, because we're not weirdos.
We don't stalk people.
Don't know their schedule.
Can someone stalk Haley and see what time she leaves her room for me?
I don't want to do that.
Or you know, you Google it.
That's what I was asking someone else to do.
I
I've already
won't.
got Penny's
Google.
page open. Oh wait, she's moving. She's moving. She might be. No, she moved to the dresser.
Oh no, dear. Do I even have?
What are we in? Spring? What day is it? Tuesday.
Social skills?
11 a.m. she leaves. I'm not waiting here until 11 a.m. Fuck, mate. Fuck her.
It's almost 11
Jeez.
a.m.
Yeah, but I've got to go talk to Willie.
We'll still be here until
What?
5.
And then I've got official day, so we can make money. Because
How
fishing's
did
how you
I
make
meet
money in
Lewis
this game.
already, even though I've not saw him?
Because you count as meeting Lewis and Robin already,
Okay.
because you meet them in the intro to the game.
Hmm. I'm just fishing with Willy.
There's gonna be a lot of us fishing.
Hello there, son. Wait, is he my dad?
Maybe.
Oh,
Do you
it could
have
totally be.
resemblance?
Maybe. Got a beard.
Yeah.
I do too.
There you go. Perfect match. There she is. you
Haley,
weirdo.
Haley, come back, Haley.
I have a lot more people to talk to. Like
Right, I've
13
completed that
people.
quest now. I also just gave Haley a present she absolutely hated. Like, kind of makes me feel happy.
Let me give her this little, like, I think it's a tuna or sardine. She'll love that, right?
You're going to give her your little tuna. That's really inappropriate, Apple.
No, I'm gonna give her a sardine. There we go.
I mean, that's even worse.
Oh, there's a campfire. Ah, doesn't
Alright,
work.
I'm gonna do the Lord's work and deforest everything.
Doesn't bloody work. That's it.
Weird having such a
Everyone
tiny
is-
fishing bar again.
Yeah.
You guys are all fishing. Literally everyone's fishing.
Yeah.
That's the entire stream. We're all fishing.
Should we talk about something while everyone's fishing?
I mean, it is a podcast. We
Yeah.
trying to
We should probably do some podcasty stuff.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky lately.
How is that going? Because I haven't
Well,
really
When I,
gotten into it yet.
when I first saw it, I was like, will probably be the same like Sea of Thieves, like this. Like at a
I
certain
I
point.
feel like when it first came out, it was definitely like Sea of Thieves is.
Yeah. Well, basically it's the other way around, but now they
Yes,
like the multiplayer they need to implement it. It's far better. Like the only like there is no purpose to playing in multiplayer really at this point.
There's no wait, where? In No Man's
Why?
Sky?
Well, like the only thing that is really a thing that you can do as a multiplayer is just exchange stuff, but that's it. Like I don't think you can even base build with each other or
Really?
like follow each
you
other,
can-
that kind of
you
stuff.
can build upon other bases.
You can, okay.
Preference, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
'cause was
guess,
gonna I was very
Hmm?
confused by that. If that was not a feature.
Mhm.
Because that feels like something that should definitely be a part of multiplayer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Mhm. I don't know. Maybe I haven't played it enough with multiplayer to like get a feel for it. On the other hand,
My-
it's an amazing game.
My single player experience so far hasn't been the greatest. I've spawned in on low, like losing life, not really knowing what to do, and then I get found by a drone and then shot at, and then I kill it with my mining laser eventually, and then it calls for backup. I was just not really. I feel like I need someone else to help me through, even though it's like the only game that I just don't know what I'm doing, like, and I don't understand it.
That's not true. You play Gungeon too.
Yeah, I know, but I know how to play that. We should talk about Gungeon, but maybe later, because we'll probably end up talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
Well,
Although we are just
I don't even know that game.
Oh, maybe Enter the Gungeon basically is a roguelike
Bullet
dungeon.
hell.
Bullet hell, yeah, basically. It's like, have you ever played Binding of Isaac or seen games like Binding of
I've
Isaac?
seen it.
Or
Yeah.
Nuclear Throne is
So,
also.
so it's similar to Binding of Isaac in its playstyle, but it's much more bullet
Well,
heavy.
it's similar to Binding of Isaac in its like dungeons.
Yeah.
But in its
Well,
playstyle.
dungeons and items and things that make your
Yeah.
character.
And then
Right.
you have to aim with the mouse to actually shoot, or I guess controller, shoot in the right direction. Then there's because it's a bullet hell, they've added in a dodge roll feature, which is like a cool mechanic in the game. So if you time it correctly, you like jump through the bullets and you dodge them. And you have to, if you time it wrong, then you get hit by it, and you take damage. And it's quite a tough game. Well, there's no forgiveness in the game. Once you die, you have to start again, start a new run.
Can we get a new chest built at the base and make it blue for fish, please, and keep one of each?
Sure.
Blue?
You can color chests.
Oops, that's the map. No,
There we
that's
go.
the map.
I go use the cheaty pool of rejuvenation. But yeah, the game is really fun. It's got a lot of bosses. There's a lot of bosses, and everything in the game is to do with guns. So
Yeah.
you get all these crazy guns from like pop culture and just wacky guns. All the enemies are like based on guns. Like the main like dregs are like bullets and shotgun shells and stuff that have little arms and legs, and they walk around and they fire guns at you. The example whenever I'm explaining the game to anyone about like the crazy guns is a gun that is a giant shotgun shell that fires shotguns that also
That
shoot.
fire bullets.
Yeah, and like vice with the bullets as well. There's a bullet shell that fires pistols, and that's probably the wackiest one. Or it's not the wackiest one, but it's the best one. Best one to describe the game firsthand, I think.
Guys, I'm getting a reach around from Willy.
Oh, okay. That's what you want. I didn't actually swim properly in the thing. But yeah, it's really tough, and I've played like 50.
Really
hours.
hard game.
I played 50 hours of it now, and I'm getting it. I'm getting there now. Because
50
the whole point of the
hours.
game is that you get these characters. You get 4 to start with, and the aim of their characters, they've come to this dungeon or this gungeon to kill their past, or like because there's like a bullet and a gun that are famed to be able to kill someone's past. So across multiple runs, you have to like collect these different components and bring them to the last level, over multiple runs, because you have to like devote a run to getting an item to the forge, which is where you can get the bullet. And once you defeat the final boss, you then get this gun, and then you shoot the bullet that kills your past, and then you have to go into the character's past and defeat their character-specific boss, or like you go to a
It's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah. You go to the moment in their lives where they screwed up, or like ran away, or did something that has messed them up, and then you set it straight by killing a boss that involves bullet hell, much like most things in the game. But my first time doing it, I defeated the boss, and then I had the bullet, and then I went into the past, and then I died on the boss in the past. So it's very grueling because you have to reset from then.
Yeah.
Which is kind of upsetting, but why have we got like what's going on here? Are you trying to write hi or something?
Yeah. Like I
Yeah,
needed
it's-
to concentrate a bit to see what you were telling.
But I would really recommend it to anyone who hasn't played it because it's very fun, and I find it really addictive. Like that's the reason I've sunk so many hours is like
Yeah.
get that feeling like I unlike other games. I think because I watched Dunkey on YouTube, I watched his review, and that's what got me to get it. And he said it's going to be frustrating, you know, going in. And I obviously I know those games. I know how frustrating it can be when you lose. But I haven't found it being that. I haven't been affected that badly. with
Yeah,
frustration.
I don't find that game frustrating when I lose because I always
It's
feel
only
like
when
when
you
I
get
lose,
so far.
I fucked up.
Yeah, it's only when you get so far, and it's bad. But like,
Even when I've died in the past, I've never felt, well, fuck this.
yeah,
It's always been a case of, oh well, I fucked up.
I always get the thought whenever I'm not playing is like, I think I could get a good run this time if I like go in and do it again. And you just get better and better at the game as you go, and you get further, and yeah, it's good. I would recommend it a lot.
The kind of thing does remind me a little bit of Faster Than Light. Also, like one of those games that you die.
Yeah, in terms of like it's just unrelenting, you know. I guess the way it's done, where if like it's permadeath. Those games, I think, there's a good thing about those games that you get, you know, there's always more value to your run. You're always more, because like if you, for instance, with like Binding of Isaac, now that I've played the game so much, it's not. I don't really care as much about my runs or something because I know all the bosses off by heart, and it's not too difficult anymore because I know every item and what they do and all that stuff. And only recently, very recently, have they added like proper synergies to the game, or like a lot of synergies, and that's always really fun discovering what they do and just stumbling across like crazy synergies. For example, I think it was today. I think I was playing today, or yesterday. I can't remember. But yeah, there's this gun that's just a bunch of. It's like a Tommy gun, but
Put my TV back.
Oh, okay. It's a Tommy gun, but instead of a barrel, it's like a bunch of fireworks, and they're magic fireworks, and like you shoot like a shotgun, and it has a chance to turn enemies into chickens, which is a really effective weapon.
Wait, there's a shotgun that does that?
It's like
Because I found a rifle that does that.
Yeah, but there's a gun that it's like a bundle of fireworks, and it fires like a shotgun. It fires through shots.
I found a rifle that does that. I haven't found
Yeah.
a pumper gun. Interesting.
But those chicken weapons are really useful because if you've got a really hard enemy, you just turn them into a chicken.
Ooh.
But
Got that level up.
Okay, so Felix, some core base game stuff. Real quick on Stardew. If you go to bed after midnight, you won't recover as much energy. If you pass out, you will wake up on half energy.
Okay.
luckily, we have a rejuvenating pool.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
Well, that doesn't get rid of fatigue, though, so don't let yourself get fatigue. Right,
Yeah,
it's raining. We don't need to water the crops, so let's all go fish.
Yeah, but the synergy I found was I just came across a random gun, and when I picked it up, I synergized, and then I got it shot like a really damaging laser that turned stuff into chickens as well, and that was like
I love
synergy
in Gungeon.
Oh, actually, the funny go on, sorry.
I like it's probably not as what's the word I'm looking for, as immense as the synergy in Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
But it's really
rarer.
fun and really informative because it tells you when you get synergy on something.
Yeah, because
You can see what what's causing the synergy, so you know for future.
You get a lot more synergies. I think the synergies just work different because in Binding of Isaac, there's just a lot more synergies that sort of come with a lot of the items just working together.
Yeah.
But in Gungeon,
It's specific
they're
item to item.
Yeah, they're specific synergies. So, for example, one of my favorite weapons in the game is not actually a gun; it's a baseball bat called Casey.
I have not found a baseball bat.
It's really good. It's like the best weapon in the game. So basically, you swing it and it does like a crazy amount of damage, and it like one-shots a lot of enemies. and also if you time the swing right, it can reflect projectiles.
Oh wow!
Back at enemies, which is really useful. For instance, if like someone fires a shotgun at you, you can reflect every bullet in like a stream back at them, and it kills them really quick. But there's a new synergy they added where if you can find a nail gun, it like puts nails in the bat, and then when you swing, it fires nails out.
That's
so it's,
amazing.
Like, cool synergies like that. Really
I think my the favorite weapon I've found so far is the demon mask.
Oh yeah, that's quite fun. Yeah, it's a demon head. It's not a mask. It's
Demon
like
head? Oh, it's actually a head. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought it was a mask. Didn't realize it was a severed head. Slightly creepier now.
Yeah, it fires a death beam out of its mouth.
Felix, if you want to fish somewhere none of us are, go up to the mountain lake.
Okay. Well, I just remembered that my backpack is totally full.
Ah, yeah. Go to I put a chest outside everybody's house. Just empty your backpack in that chest.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dump chest, basically. Everybody has a dump chest.
I placed
Mine
my
is
own...
inside my house because we occasionally spawn outside my house, so having a chest there is a bad idea.
So, what other games have you been playing, Felix, apart from No Man's Sky?
Skyrim. Modded.
Oh, how's that going?
Good. I was playing, I don't know if you have played the Quest of Winterhold, but you need to...
Not off by heart, I can remember. It's been a while.
Like, you need to kill one of the Dark Mages, like he's using the Eye of Magnus and that kind of stuff. And I used the staff on it, but I was like trying to kill him with magic. That didn't work, so like one of the I needed to do it like 10-20 times. And after that what did I do? I need to think about it. Yeah, so I closed the Eye of Magnus. Then I got my sword and poked him with the sword and he was dead. So I just needed to use my sword to get rid of him.
So what sort of mods have you got on? Like graphical ones or...?
There's a whole mod list, and I can just put it in chat. That is the mod list. That goes to my website. Far more useful than just saying where it is.
I guess so.
It's a lot of visual mods. Like one of them is like the dismember mod. So basically you can get someone's head off and that kind of stuff. Because like something like Fallout has like that kind of thing. But I don't get that you have in a game with a lot of swords and that kind of stuff, you don't have such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's probably just timing. I think they probably didn't have... At the time, they probably didn't want to do dismemberment. Probably would have taken more time to do or something, because obviously Fallout... Well... Actually, that's not true. It was, I guess, did Fallout 3 have...
I don't know, I have not played that.
Fallout 3 did have it, yeah.
Okay, so maybe there is no excuse. I don't know.
But yeah, it's totally buggy. Like when someone gets cut in half, their body will disappear. Like you will see two halves of a body, but like the shoes will still be connected to the body, but the body will be transparent.
Oh. Yeah.
It's really weird, but like they scream and everything, so it's a nice mod.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think for realism and stuff, that would probably be quite a cool one to have.
Oh, and a lot of shaders.
Yeah, you got to get the shaders. I mean, debating with like doing Skyrim again. I don't know. It's just I get to a point whenever I start Skyrim that I just can't be bothered to do it for whatever reason. I think probably having like a nicer thing to look at would probably.
Do you have any companion mods, Felix?
No, I installed Immersive Forces because yesterday, or well, was it yesterday? The day before that, I lost my horse and I was like, there's probably a mod to get your horse just to spawn next to you. So I installed that. I just need to play with it, but no, not really any companions. Like I got Lydia out of Whiterun. That's it.
I would really recommend Inigo. It's a Gajit follower, and he's really funny. Like, it's
Montoya.
one of the best.
Huh.
Yeah, no, but it's one of the best follower mods out there. He's really good. It's like, I think, 3,000 lines of dialogue is in that mod. So
There's a lot.
he talks. He can talk about a lot of stuff. Like, he talks about NPCs, talks about quests, that kind of stuff.
That's cool because
Mhm.
you don't want it to be like, you know, really bland.
Yeah.
I think that's where some mods like that for other games and stuff sort of go a bit shy. They don't have that immersion. The amount of dialogue.
It can be hard though, to be fair, because just because you've got
Yeah.
the talent to make the mod doesn't necessarily mean you have voice acting talent.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the voice acting on that is really great. It's like actual Khajiit in the game.
I'm playing in Khajiit in the game itself. But like what you said, Apple, like you cannot be bothered with it anymore. Like the one thing about streaming, like I basically stream all the games that I play. So the nice thing about that is that I know I need to complete the game in like a nice reasonable time. Although I say that I did, like I streamed Fallout New Vegas and that took me more than a year to do. Because there were like a lot of other games between that. Even though the storyline is not that big in New Vegas.
No.
Fallout 4, it's not that big either. Like,
The story in Fallout 4 is actually pretty bloody short, but
yeah,
getting
Yeah,
from one
surprisingly.
point to the other is what takes all the time.
Yeah, if you
True.
like focus hard on the story, like for instance, my latest playthrough of Fallout, I played like a female version or like the daughter of Grognak, like the barbarian, you know.
Mm.
So I like just went melee only, got the axe, got the costume, and I think I got the Irish companion. I forgot what her name is.
Kate.
Kate, yeah. And then just went around, you know, doing all this stuff. But yeah, I went into the Institute and murdered everyone. Like, maybe, like, I think my character's whole thing was just like, I don't like synths and the Institute and all that because I thought that they killed my son or whatever.
Technology bad.
So yeah, I did listen to what Sean or the father had to say for a little bit, and then I think I just turned up. It was one of the missions where I just had to turn up.
Spoilers,
to
by the way.
Yeah, it's so old.
well, I
it's
finished the
so
game,
old.
so
The game's so old.
2015.
Everyone
Well,
knows.
it's not that old, but
Well, everyone knows. Well, unless it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure no one's been spoiled. I apologize if everyone has been spoiled.
oh
sure.
no.
I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, I listened to what he had to say, and this is going to be interesting. I listened to what he had to say, but then I came back a little bit later and I decided just to murder everyone because they were bad or something, and that really sped up the game. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Weird. Killing the Institute makes the game quicker?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really sped up. But yeah, there was like a lot of. I guess I obviously neglected a bunch of characters, side quests and stuff, and you can get a lot of hours out of that game if you just do like.
Yeah. Well, I'm
everyone's
always
quests.
lost in side quests. Like, I would
Yeah.
just play like 20 hours of side quests and then I'm like, oh, that's my story.
That's a trap you don't really want to fall down.
Oh.
Because like the character I played before, which I'm not totally bored with, but like I found myself in Fallout 4 getting bored with a lot of characters that I made, like, and just constantly trying to find something fresh and new to play. Because which is why I turned to like builds and stuff, looking at builds online. So I found a build for a character called the Gunslinger, which is quite cool. It's like this guy with a revolver who goes around and you use VATS and you like it's like high nooning in Overwatch. You just like you kill everyone when you enter a room, and it's very cool. But then I don't know what happened. I think another game came out or something, and I decided to stop playing. But I find I played games in most games anyway, at least new ones that I found or something that like is fresh. I play it in like such a big burst and like a big block, and then I just move on to something else. Like
I do that too with streams. Oh, wait. Oh, chest? There we go.
By the way, there's no fish on the farm.
there
Oh.
are.
Is
I
there?
got. I think I remember getting a fish. It's
think
very
there
rare
was.
though. I think I did. I can't exact. I think I could get fish.
Could have told that earlier, I guess.
I mean, I didn't know you were fishing on the farm. I wasn't looking at the thing.
Wow. Shame on you.
I'm watching my screen. I'm fishing here.
He's really concentrating on fishing.
It takes focus.
I hate the minigame.
Yeah, you could have
Bit of a
learned.
dick, isn't it?
Yeah,
You just learn to get good at it, basically.
true.
Yeah, there are definitely fish here.
Okay.
I guess there's fish only in the river,
Yeah.
because I haven't found any in the nice lake,
Come on.
pond kind of thing.
Fuck you.
Ah. Got to into getting that chest. So, speaking of games and playing games and finding fresh things, anything new that anyone's found, or any games that people like to just play in big blocks or anything?
Played a bit of Monster Prom. That was entertaining.
Yeah, because you bought that a while ago. remember
I
you
did,
saying
but I
that.
bought it to play with my missus, and she was down. So we played it, and that was actually quite entertaining.
Did you take a monster to the prom?
It took 2 playthroughs, but yes, I did. I got rejected on the first one, and it made me
Wow.
sad.
Blimey.
I actually got back into Sea of Thieves the other day because the new update.
Yeah.
It's
There a
a
new
good
update?
update though. Yeah, the cursed there's seals there, so there's skeletons and ships now.
Okay.
Because
It's like
Go on.
it's actually a really hard event. It's like same as forts, but with ships, and the ships don't sink.
Jeez.
So
Nice.
you gotta sink like 15 ships to get the event done.
Wow.
The battle done. But the good is the loot is quite good.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
gotta
I
fish for the loot basically because you gotta take it from the ship. So you gotta know where they sink, basically.
I was gonna say, that's a nice touch.
That's a good multiplayer thing, because then you can have one person jump off getting loot while the other person...
Yeah. Also, it's undoable in with one ship. You need multiple ships, which is why you have the new alliance system, which is
Well,
also
there's an alliance system now.
Yeah,
Please,
you
please
get-
go on.
Can you actually join servers with your friends now?
No, that's
And what the fuck's the point of the alliance system?
You
Well, let him explain it.
you put up a flag which indicates you want to join up. Then another ship goes up and puts and goes to his flag pole and then decides to join that alliance. In that case, you can you get the loot. Whoever doesn't matter who brings it, and I think you can also not kill each other anymore. You can still sink each other's ships, but you can't.
I was gonna say, by the way you're describing it, I wasn't sure whether it was like a sort of just between player thing or an actual like feature in game, like inbuilt thing that like when you're in an alliance.
I like that, but I still want to be able to join the a server as 8 people.
Yeah.
yeah.
It is, yeah.
There's-
Still,
I,
it's nice.
if I know 8 people that want to play, I want to be able to play with those 8 people. I don't want to have to guess and hope that we end up on the same server, and probably not because
It's impossible.
servers don't work that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, with this event, all the items are half the price, so no more 70,000.
Is that a permanent? Is that a permanent feature? They've added
for 3 weeks?
Oh, okay, of course.
Well, for me, like, Sea of Thieves is a nice game, but like, the same with No Man's Sky. If it wasn't for half the price, I wouldn't have gotten it.
Well,
And,
it's
like,
funny you say
see-
that. I
Hmm?
got it for half the price.
Yeah. Well, I got it too. Like, I hadn't played it before, but like, same with Sea of Thieves. Like, it's €70 officially in the Microsoft store. Like,
Mm.
Yeah,
that's
officially.
just far too much.
Yeah, it's the problem because I cancelled my subscription to the Microsoft Game Pass a while ago.
Oh, that's the nice thing that you can get it that way, but
Yeah.
Meow. Your cat agrees. I was thinking the same, yeah. Just get
There we
out
go.
of it.
Still finding a competent full-man crew on a galleon is still a bloody hard thing to do.
I would imagine so. Yes. What's the weather tomorrow?
I was looking at, speaking of galleons. I
Beautiful and
think
sunny.
I think they're
Felix, you
known
can go
as
sleep in
galleons.
your own house now. That was just for the first night.
Oh yeah, and there's a new ship, by the way. There's a 1, 2, 3 man ship now.
Oh,
Great
okay.
matchup.
That's good.
Interesting. Okay.
I feel like that should have been in it to begin with, so you could play with up to 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But at least it's there now.
Whoa. What is this?
It's fishing. Fishing makes a lot of money. That's why we do it on the first week.
Also,
but it's
I
all
caught-
our combined gold.
I caught a catfish, so
Yeah. So if you sell the gold, then
I caught 2 eels.
it's like a farm gold system. So
Yeah.
if
So I
one of
can
us
just
spends
spend it
we
all
will-
and you can be angry
Please
at
don't.
that.
and then we'll all be broke. Yeah. Pretty
Ah.
much.
Can I give it cola? Oh.
No,
Yes.
but you can
Why
drink
not?
it.
No, I don't want
Or
the
just
cola.
gift it to
Thank you.
someone.
Wow.
Have we lost crops, or have people been digging out further below?
Probably
The
latter.
second
Like,
thing.
this
Do we want
high
to
is
buy
a little
more
bit
crops,
messed
or
up
do we
now.
want to get backpacks first?
I'd say backpacks.
Don't worry, these few parsnips will be enough for us to grow.
Alright, in which case, everybody back to fishing.
Yay.
Let's switch it up a bit. I'm gonna go to the forest. Actually, no, I'm gonna go to the mountain lake.
I'm gonna stay at the
Wherever
river.
you've been fishing, move somewhere else.
Gonna ruin my fun.
I'll go
I
to
guess in the
town.
city.
No, Felix, you go to the forest.
Forest. Where is that? Ah.
South.
South.
Yeah, south from the farm.
Oh. I was... What is it? West? East? I'm
You
confused.
Right.
Has anyone triggered the Mayor Lewis thing yet?
Which one?
The community center.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I was gonna say, talking about like Sea of Thieves has reminding me about I was thinking about getting into Guns of Icarus again because I saw they have the Alliance game. But I haven't actually played it yet.
Yeah. Nice that
Did you
you
grab
say
it
it.
for free?
Like, I have a giveaway for it open at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I Sam had an extra key. He said like, well, here you go. I was like, well, I have this game itself, so I will just give it away.
That game has been sitting there for at least a year, I think.
Because back in the day I used to play a lot of Guns of Icarus.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Never played the games, actually.
They're very fun. I mean, it's better when you have. There's 2 different experiences that I've had properly, and obviously one of them is being part of a 4-man crew, and it's kind of like Sea of Thieves but in the sky, and it's quite cool. Like I usually am the pilot or just the person who steers the ship in the game, and that's fun. You got all these different weapons and stuff that you can experiment with, and these different ship layouts that you can get. And yeah, it's very fun. And I mean, I've also done my fair share of like when there's no one around in my crew or whatever. I used to go online and then just like be a gunner for people who want to play the game, and that's also very fun because you get all these different crazy weapons. Like you can get flak cannons or mortars and flamethrowers and harpoon guns and all this crazy sniper rifles. and then you move on to like the heavy weapons. So you got like the heavy mortars and these crazy things that are like manticore guns, which are like lion heads that shoot out like 100 missiles and all this crazy stuff.
It
And
just sounds ridiculous.
it's a very fun game, and I obviously the last time I probably played it was like back in 2015, maybe because like 2014 was probably when I played the most. But yeah, you sort of I lost touch with it because obviously lots of other games came out in between.
No.
But it's just, well, they added this like PvE thing, and I think that'd be really interesting to play. So what I'm suggesting is that we should get it. Well, we should install it
Mm-hmm.
and play it because it'd be quite nostalgic for me to play.
Maybe do it on a Guns of Icarus edition of the podcast.
Yeah, I feel like
Or
that
just a
would be
games
bit more
night.
intense, though.
It can also be
Yeah, I
a games
think
night.
That'd be less podcasty and more.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're dying!
Yeah, it's like, fix the engine, fix the engine.
Everything's fired.
Oh yeah, because like being an engineer.
Apple, shoot that goddamn ship!
Yeah, being an engineer is definitely more stressful. Actually, well, I don't know. Being a pilot, in my experience, is less stressful than being an engineer. Because if you're an engineer, you have to like run around like a crazy person, hammering all the weapons and engines and the balloon and stuff, like trying to keep you up. And
Mhm.
I do not envy the people who put themselves in the engineering roles, because those guys are heroes.
So what you're saying is, I should say dibs pilot.
No, I'm always a pilot.
You just said you were a gunner.
No,
just be
I
an
said
engineer then.
I'm usually the pilot, but when there's no one around,
I
I don't
mean, I
like
called
to
dibs.
pilot randos. But I'm a veteran, son. I don't like to pilot randos because they barely
but-
ever follow my instructions. So I usually just follow other people's instructions when I'm alone, and also I don't really get the chance to shoot the guns when I'm piloting. So it's a fun little change of pace. But I hate being the engineer because I just get ordered about to fix stuff, and it's just a very stressful job. But it's a very fun game. Like there's some crazy strategies that you can employ. Like one of the most memorable ones I have is there's this
I
ship
got a
called
fish.
Nice. There's a ship called the Pyramidion, which has this elevated deck at the front with 2 guns, and then on the left side there's 2 guns, and there's nothing on the right. So I think the most inventive thing we did was have a harpoon on the left side front, and then shoot it into their balloon, or like shoot it so we're like tethered to them, and then as they go down, like as their balloon is destroyed and they descend, we like swing around in like a circle and just shoot mortars down at them, and that used to work pretty well.
Nice.
But this is in the online version or Alliance?
The online, because I stopped playing way before Alliance came out.
Yeah.
And, I haven't actually had a go at it yet, but it seems pretty fun. They've got like planes and shit and boss ships and stuff, so I have no idea how that's gonna go. But yeah, it sounds like fun. And I used to play a lot on the online, so yeah, but it's very fun. It's like Sea of Thieves, but more intense in a way, because you've got like you're in the sky, and then you've got these storms and stuff that come in, and it's kind of like Sea of Thieves with the storms, but they're like sandstorms, and they like obscure people, and you can like go into them and use them as cover and things.
Mm-hmm.
They don't affect you as badly as in Sea of Thieves. Like you don't go like swaying all over the place and lose control, but it does hurt your like engines and stuff because obviously you're in a sandstorm. But it is quite cool. And also in the game you have all these abilities that you can use, and like different ammunition for guns and things. So like with the flat cannon you can put in like incendiary bullets or like heavy bullets and stuff like that, and crazy things. And with the pilot also has like their own things that he can use. So unlike in Sea of Thieves, where the pilot is the captain, I guess, is sort of, you know, stuck to steering the ship in a crisis. But like you can deploy smoke screens and grease up the engines and use like nitrous or I don't know. I'm trying to think of. I can't remember any of the other things that they had in the game, but yeah, it's quite fun. So we should definitely play it at some point.
Also, something I stumbled upon in a game, which kind of looking interesting, but I'm not really sure about it. Is lots of drift, which is kind of like I would say Guns of Icarus, and as you basically build a airship and fight in the sky.
Oh, okay.
It's mainly a PvP game, but you basically you scout for resources, you build a ship, you get better tech, build better guns, and shoot people down. That's basically it, I think.
Sounds good. What was the name of the game again?
Worlds Adrift.
Okay. I haven't heard of it. I'll have to check it out.
It's quite expensive, I think. Still. It looked fun enough, but I definitely want to play a bit with other people. Because on my own, in a PvP game,
Yeah, no.
it's
not as
gonna
fun.
be great.
You don't want to go alone. I think nowadays,
Dangerous to go alone. Make friends.
Like this.
nowadays, playing with friends in most games is, especially PvP, I think is way more preferred. At least personally, I always want to, mostly want to play games with friends. You know.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm just holding up this fish.
Looks weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't look at me. I'm trying to blend in.
That's a robot. Lately I'm like I've played Mercury Fallen before, and the developer will hopefully soon bring out a new planetary update. Whereby like Mercury Fallen is one of those colony kind of building games.
Yeah.
Warm welcome to Camp Söderholm.
I've seen a
Hello,
little bit of
Kent.
it. It's quite interesting.
Welcome to the
Winning.
Wølfpack podcast. Who's winning? Oh, at the fishing. I don't know. I got a 15 inch.
Definitely me.
Inch? I
Definitely.
guess?
You know it's me. Just
Ah.
admit it's me.
How many fish do you have then?
I mean, I have the fisherman achievement, so I feel like I win.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
well,
different.
I'm
It's not-
exhausted.
Do you have the fisherman achievement?
No,
Then I win.
I had it on the other game.
But you don't have it on this game, therefore I'm winning.
Look at that. That is a winner right there. This is a winner.
I
I
cannot
don't
good
understand
fish.
how you're confused.
Just because I prefer to stay in one spot doesn't mean I'm not a winner.
Yeah, it does.
Wrong way.
Exactly what it means.
No.
Look at that. Let's talk a newspaper. So how are you doing, Kent? Have you played No Man's Sky yet? Even though it's not on sale anymore, and even though I wanted to get rid of that reminder timer thing, I didn't. Still on. Just need to
So,
remind myself.
What kind of games is everyone looking forward to?
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
That's good.
Spider-Man.
Hospital,
Although-
hospital.
I have realised Spider-Man comes out, and I go to Belgium.
Oh,
So that sucks.
uh-huh.
Yeah. At least you have a console to play on. I just haven't got a PS4.
So my PS4 was given to me by my brother for Christmas, but it was his old PS4.
Right.
So it's like one of the first ones that came out. And I want to buy a new one, and there's meant to be a Kingdom Hearts Special Edition one coming out for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I might spend a stupid amount of money buying a Kingdom Hearts PlayStation 4.
Just seems kind of not necessary.
I mean, it kind of is, because PS4 Pro versus PS4.
I guess. But well, obviously you're gonna sell the original, right? You have to.
Why? It's got save games on it.
Well, well, I guess you can stack and make him super
Yeah.
strong.
And you, Apple?
Do I have any games I can afford to?
Yeah.
Let me think. Quite a few. Yeah. The new Telltale Walking Dead game that's coming out
Oh, yeah.
soonish.
Is that's going to be the end of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the final season. I kind of hope that that's the end of their Walking Dead stuff because
Yeah, I'm kind of
from the reception they got from like series 3, I think, which is the one they did with that guy who was the lead, who wasn't,
yeah,
Clem or
wasn't
Lee.
Clem.
Yeah, which people weren't too happy about. I mean, in retrospect, the story was fine. I thought it was okay, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna. The best thing they probably did. The Michonne DLC to me wasn't the best. I think the 400 days stuff was okay, but that was very small, and it incorporated into the larger story, which is fine. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the final season of Walking Dead. Cyberpunk as well.
Yeah, but that probably
things.
won't be out for years still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any hype for that game.
News.
What
Yeah,
else?
I mean, I'm
It's just
looking
not a game yet, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm looking
I think
forward
it's
to
gonna be
it.
first
But
person. I was
oh my god,
expecting.
oh my god.
I was expecting it to be
I'm
more
on
like
one energy.
Witcher Cam.
I'm on one energy. I can't swing a tool or I'll die. Why are you people still in my bed?
We have nowhere else to go.
You have your own houses.
Does not compute.
You invited us the first time, so we
Yeah,
stayed
one
there.
night. Go back to your own houses now.
Didn't make it clear. I thought you said 1 year.
Get out of my house.
I'm already asleep now. There's no point in waking me up. Yeah. Apparently, Cyberpunk is going to be a first-person game.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I thought it was going to be more like the Witcher style camera movement. But I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know whether I'm
alright with it.
I'm okay with it. But
Yeah.
I'm not.
Who's
I'd be
not in bed
lying-
yet? It's almost 10 o'clock.
I'm still here. I'm in town. It's like
Come back.
It's
Some of us are out of energy and just want the next day to start.
it's just.
I'm
stone's
almost
throw.
full of energy at this point.
So am I.
Yeah, you've been in bed so long.
I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit disappointed by the news, because I was sort of expecting like a third-person sort of game, because I thought that would lend itself better to the environment. But I don't know. We'll have to see what comes out, like if they post some gameplay or something. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I'm looking forward to the Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, that's also gonna be years of.
You mean the Never Scrolls 6, right?
Yeah, at this point.
I mean, it's already in 8 days, but I'm looking forward to the.
No, I got
big
level
release
3
of
fishing.
Monster Hunter. Yeah, me too. Which is coming out. No.
Did you
on
sell your
May.
fish, by the way, Mr. Agon?
What?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I did sell them.
You've been keeping one of each, though, yeah?
Yeah. The one of each are already in the chest.
I guess I
Our
haven't
spirits
sold
are
any.
unhappy today, guys.
We lost a parsnip as well.
We've got a cat, guys!
Why do you get a cat?
I put all the fish
Because
in
I'm
the
a cat
chest.
person!
I thought you would get a dog
Ugh.
because of the whole wolf den thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
Didn't even think of that.
There we go.
There you go, there you go. I fixed it. I
Parsnips.
fixed it. I fixed it.
You called it dog, didn't you?
Where is it?
No, I did not call it dog.
Good fix. You got
I
it.
fixed it.
There we go, we
Oh,
did it.
God.
For God's sake.
I fixed
I'm
it.
trying to think if there's any other games I'm excited for.
Well, there's for me. There's also Bannerlord, but I haven't played Bannerlord, but this is also probably years off.
Man, what other games came out of like what stuff came out of like E3 and stuff? I'm trying to Comic-Con. So let's have well, not much is gonna come out of it, but
Fallout 76.
I'm sort of excited for it. Moderately, not really like super excited, but because I don't exactly know where they're gonna go with it, really, their direction.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Whoa, my high
first-
went gone.
Yeah, it went a little bit weird, didn't it? the first bit of gameplay they showed, or like the very first few minutes out of that, I'm not sure whether you guys have seen that like gameplay thing where they had like 10,
I've honestly
20
had
minutes.
no interest in that game.
But the first thing they showed was like killing another player for money. So that's sort
Yeah,
of,
that doesn't scream
That's
to
it,
me a
that's
game
it
I
on
want to
that.
play.
yeah, it sort of set it on a pace. But apparently you can't. It's like up to 4. I think up to 4-player co-op, like doing missions and
Mm-hmm.
killing stuff. But I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Really. I
There's
need
also
to see what
no
they're gonna-
NPCs in the game, or I think no human NPCs at least.
Which is a weird choice. I think that's a very
Yeah.
very strange choice. I think the problem with these games is that what people want.
Well, the
is
thing
very
about
easy.
the thing about the no human NPCs is that it's the point that these are the first people to come out the vault, so you couldn't have
Yeah.
human NPCs really.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that is yeah, it does make sense to me.
Also with
yeah.
this, it's not exactly like a Fallout game. It's just more of like a multiple. It's basically
Yeah.
ESO but different. Like ESO is not an Elder Scrolls game in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Fair.
the thing is, a lot of people, it's what they give versus what the players want, and I think a lot of the players want a multiplayer version of the games that already exist,
Mm-hmm.
different story. But I think probably as developers and as creators, they probably don't want to just rehash, so they
Yeah.
obviously do it a different way. But I obviously. Fallout 76 is gearing up to be a way closer version of that than Elder Scrolls Online was, because obviously it was an MMO.
Yeah.
It was very different.
Mhm.
So
I think it's a nice game that needs to exist, but not necessarily is like a Fallout 5.
right, yeah.
Like the same a little bit
Does
like
it need to exist?
yeah.
Depends
Well, I want to play it.
Use a strong word.
Well,
If they have
I want it to exist. There we go.
paid anything, like if they have transactions.
I
that
mean, there's
isn't-
gonna
Yeah.
be creators. There's gonna be creators club in it. I know it.
Hmm.
Well, they're
Probably.
saying talking about releasing modded servers post-launch,
Yeah,
So people
there
can
are
play-
gonna be mods.
Yeah.
but I 100% predict it's going to be their mods.
Yeah,
not just
probably that they'll
any
sell.
Mhm.
Because I tried it before with Skyrim and stuff. But did you see? Obviously, I guess later you didn't because you haven't seen anything about the game as much. But they have on the map, since it'll be like, did they say something crazy like 10 times larger than the map? In Fallout
4
4 or
times.
something like that?
Yeah.
4
Oh,
times.
4 times. Well, okay, at least it's not that big then. But around the map there'll be like nuclear silos, and
Mhm.
it's like a dungeon raid to try and get these like keys. Well, I think you have to. I think
get
just
the keys
pick up
first,
keys
then you go to the
randomly, and then
silo.
then you do the dungeon raid to get to the silo, and then you can blow up you can blow up an area on the map if you're choosing, which I'm not sure whether
Mhm.
that's a good thing. It does seem like it's a way to just destroy people's work that you have, a feud with.
I mean, that's entirely what it is.
But yeah, it is just a way of nuking other players,
Mhm.
which I don't know. I guess it kind of works.
Oh,
I
that
guess it
that
kinda
that
works.
gives you more of like a Rust kind of thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Very
There you go,
rusty.
fisherman.
Where am I putting these gold?
even now.
Still a day behind me, though,
No,
aren't
we're even.
you? Are we?
Let's see what I got. Oh, no one's got anything. Okay.
Penny, where the hell would you go? Are you teaching those little shits?
They're called children.
No, they're not. They're called little shits, and they'll like it.
Crikey.
How rude.
I'm trying to think. I guess. I mean, obviously, today's the day that Stardew has finally hit official multiplayer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Which is
something.
great. And obviously,
Yeah, it's good that it's actually proper.
what do you guys think about? Because obviously, single player games, people like saying single player games are dead or whatever, but obviously
not.
single player games very much have their place.
No, it's
Yeah.
just EA
as-
who says that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but obviously there's those clickbait reports and stuff that are saying you can't chop that one, Felix. There's clickbait reports that say, you know, single player game genre is dying, but obviously a lot of game companies right now are just trying to do multiplayer games in the certain format that gets them the most money, most returns.
Yeah, I feel
which
like
is
that
just,
format is going to die quicker than single players.
it is killing
because-
themselves faster.
They're flooding the market with it, and people are just getting fed up.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously,
But there's
But
only
what do
so
you-
many Fortnite games you can play, or
what do you?
There's
PUBG.
yeah, well, the other ones don't do as well. Like
Yeah.
PUBG and Fortnite are the only successful ones.
It's diminishing returns.
Yeah, like for instance, the Culling 2 died like within a week, and it's already been redacted or whatever. It's already
Also-
gone because it was just a really bad game, apparently.
Also, the new Battlefield they're gonna bring out is also gonna have a battle royale mode. in it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
see how
a good
quickly
look.
they change their mind on that.
But
Well,
what do
they
you
still
guys,
haven't, so
what do you guys think on the standpoint that like some single player games could be improved by adding multiplayer, or like a lot of them could? 'Cause,
Depends on the
for instance,
multiplayer.
I think
Yes.
Stardew Valley definitely lends itself to be improved.
Yeah, Stardew Valley has
Obviously
been
a lot.
vastly improved by the multiplayer
Um,
edition. I feel like.
What else? What were we comparing to? Oh yeah, No Man's Sky. Yeah,
Oh, none
that's
of us have
probably-
checked the cart. We need to remember to check the cart.
No Man's Sky has been improved, I think, by proper, because obviously they had their multiplayer thing in the original build,
Mm-hmm.
but having true multiplayer is
A lot
good.
better.
Okay,
do I need to check out?
On a
But
slightly
then-
different note, do we want me to buy a 1,000 gold rare seed?
not now.
Because we only need one rare seed.
Yeah, but we have to wait until fall.
Alright, she might not have it again though.
She will.
she has it all the time almost.
RNG?
Luck be a lady. But anyway, because obviously with Fallout 76, which is like I said, closer to a single player multiplayer single player game, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
than that of ESO. Are there any games that you guys can think of that would be good for that? Like having a multiplayer version, or having an update with multiplayer into them, or anything like that? Or do you
Well,
think
I
that a lot
cannot
single-player
think of
games
any.
lend themselves to being single?
Like the last few weeks, I've played Skyrim and Fallout, and that's it. So those are the games that are multiplayer as well. So
Because outside of this game, there's not really many games that I was like, you know, calling for multiplayer on.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Like, I really wanted it for this, but I can't
Yeah.
say I can think of any other games that I really play that I go, oh, this needs multiplayer to be better.
I'm
I
trying to
cannot
think off the
remember
top of
any
my
game
head.
that doesn't have multiplayer at this point. So
There's a lot of, obviously, there's a lot of roguelikes and all that stuff
Yeah.
that have single
a lot
player.
of indie games, but
Even like, you know, Bioshock stuff like that. I don't know why that came to my mind. But stuff. I mean, could you really improve Bioshock by having it be a multiplayer game?
No, not at all.
no.
Probably not. At least not the originals. Not the original 3.
Like I guess with games where there is like a grinding aspect to it, like Stardew Valley, like you need to get a lot of gold and that kind of stuff.
I think, yeah, also the environment sort of lends itself as well to multiplayer.
Yeah.
Just like
Mhm.
what we're doing right now, you know, running a farm with your friends is fine. And like, obviously, it's not exactly I don't know whether it was built from the.
What did you buy more seeds?
I did. I don't know whether it was built from the beginning to be like it wasn't built specifically for multiplayer, but I'm not sure whether it was made with it in mind. From the
I'm
beginning.
pretty sure it was made with it in mind because the promise of multiplayer was pretty early on.
Yeah, but obviously some of the like the features, I'm not sure whether that's been fixed, but some of the stuff is very still single player. Like some of the stuff is still a little bit more orientated to single player rather than multiplayer. Like I think just with like interactions and some of the stuff is a bit more single player. But like it does feel very well incorporated anyway.
Yeah.
Into the game.
What games do you think that can be out without multiplayer? Like that have multiplayer now, but would as well be just single player.
Will be better with just single player.
Yeah.
Let me think. I mean, for some reason, not exactly, but like Sea of Thieves sort of came into my mind. But obviously, you can still play it single player, but
I mean, you can't.
you can, but more in the sense of like smuggling or like, you know, transporting goods would probably be a better version of single player for that game. What else? What else? I can't. Obviously, because you've got a lot of single player games are very different. Because we're thinking in very specific genres, I guess. But obviously, you have a lot of management games and a lot of simulation games and stuff like RimWorld or Prison Architect, Northgard, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. Which I mean, that's an interesting question. Do you reckon those games should have multiplayer, or would they be?
I mean,
more
someone is
interested by
making a
having-
multiplayer RimWorld.
There is a mod.
'Cause-
for
Well,
it
not just a
already.
mod. Someone is making a game of similar type to
It's like the
RimWorld.
castle. It's the
Yeah.
castle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But would
I need
do
to
you
look
think
at
that
that
those
then.
games would be improved by having multiplayer integration, or would they? Because I'm not sure. Personally, I think I'm sort of on the fence about like RimWorld or Prison Architect because you take your time to build those prisons and stuff, or like those colonies.
Well, I guess with like both
I mean-
RimWorld and Prison Architect is just sending out prisoners, for example, or with RimWorld like exchanging goods, but not necessarily being on the same screen and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent to what they did with SimCity.
Yeah.
The last SimCity game, which people are arguing that like City Skylines should have that feature. Which I mean,
I'd
I'm
like
looking at-
I actually like multiplayer for City Skylines, but I don't know. It might just not work.
it's debatable because you know City Skylines is a completely own beast now
Yeah.
compared to SimCity, and the things that you can do in cities is very different because I've seen people say like, "Oh, we should have a like multiplayer setup like SimCity and then go into their cities and check stuff out." Well, personally, at least I have a lot of assets, a lot of mods. The game very well lends itself to the workshop,
Yeah, I feel like
which is it's a major win about
That-
the
that-
game.
that's a massive problem with anything that is multiplayer. It's harder to lend itself to the workshop because you've got to then make sure that everybody has the same mods installed.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
is why
you've either got to code the game so that if you try to join someone who has a mod that you don't, the mod automatically downloads from the workshop, or you've got to manually coordinate between all of you to do that
would
process.
obviously be quite a shambles, probably.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why Cities is so successful is that it really leaned hard into the workshop side. And that's why I mean, I still play it, and it's like 3 years old. And it's still a great game, and obviously there are new mods coming out all the time that add new stuff, assets, and like there's mods that you can now put down like specific buildings, like specific residential, commercial, industrial buildings. That you can,
Apple,
like,
get out of my bed.
No, and you can like really tailor your city, and there's mods where you can like if you put down a road, there's like a mod called Move It where you can specifically like move a road and bend it while it's placed and stuff, and there's all these cool new mods that are coming out all the time that change the way you play or like enrich the way you play.
I've been playing it again, and I was like I've watched a lot of Sips's stuff, and like what he does is place every tree like a specific place and that kind of stuff. I did it as well, and the amount of time you spend on just getting a tree right and that kind of stuff is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's you do like you can get all these like mods that add in different road designs and like all these like one-way roads or like roads with a turning lane and stuff like that. And I do find myself after a while, if I've been like planning out a road layout or something for ages, you sort of notice how
Alright,
long
who's
you've
selling the
spent.
trash?
Not me.
Me.
Well,
Don't sell the trash. We can recycle it.
you sort of
Oh.
notice just how much time you spent. But I think SimCity was well, it wasn't exactly, but it was an okay game. It had a lot of flaws, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright, today's the day. Everybody to Pierre's.
No one's denying that it didn't have a lot of flaws, but
After we
I
walk
think-
the props.
the best thing that it did do was have the DLCs. Like personally, for me, the Cities of Tomorrow thing is like one of my favorite DLCs. Just in any game, because it just made the game so much better. And the Omega Co stuff is like my favorite thing.
Yeah, because you fuck up other people's cities.
But it's not even that. Like playing it in a purely single player thing, I just love making those factories, and I love the like in SimCity, the thing you don't have in Sea Skylands is having those like the resource, like specific resource things, like how much iron you ship out and coal and oil. Because in cities it's very generalized and it goes like, you know, just straight into your income and stuff. But like making the products and then, you know, getting drones and stuff, and shipping in computer parts to make drones, which then like deliver products or like uses fire engines and stuff. It's very cool. And I never really used the other thing, which was the Wi-Fi. I can't even remember what it was called. Was it like the Academy or something like that? I never really went that way, but obviously I think the major flaw with that game was personally for me was the size of the cities that you could make. Because you can get mods now for City Skylines where you can have 81 tiles.
81.
Yeah, I haven't used it personally because I've seen from screenshots you go into like the fog border of the map, and that's just like way too much space. But like the mod that should be like in the game base design, having why are we watching? Is that Zato doing it?
I mean, better question is, why isn't Mr. Aghon?
What? Why am I not?
Oh,
do one.
why? Go up.
Why is everybody except you seeing this cutscene?
I don't know.
Leave town, Mr. Aghon, and come back in. To the left, to the left, to the left.
Okay.
But having 25 tiles in City Skylines is like the best thing, and I think by default it's 9. Or is it 6? I don't know. Is it 16? I can't remember.
Can just skip it, you know.
Nope. I still. Don't
No,
have
I wanna read it all. I wanna.
Weird. Everyone's going to want to go to the community center.
Unity center. This one. No?
No,
Where is
the
it?
community center. The place where Lewis was just talking to you.
I have no idea where it is, but
It's up above where you are.
Take the right path. There you go, just up here.
oh,
Up here.
is it? Oh, oh.
And
I
then
got
go
first.
interact with this tile up here.
Such a child.
Oh, I'm a child, Mister. I'm the first one to get 25 fish.
Right. Okay.
25
I'll do that
different
and you'll get
fish.
Yeah,
Different.
whatever.
in your letterbox.
Important that you know that they were different fish.
Who the hell cares?
Oh,
You
that's
do.
Buying the large pack.
You
How
care.
much did that cost? That £2,000 for us?
$2,000, which is why I said today was the day.
Where is
Just down here. Come to Pierre's.
yes?
Come here, you.
Are you here? Are you here? Where are you?
Come back.
Go up a bit. Keep going up. Over here. There you
You're like
Is that your salty water?
go. You go click on the.
You don't have a sword
backpack.
yet.
Can you get it?
There we go. 2,000 gold. Ah.
Yeah, purchase it. Then we get.
I thought it
An
was
extra row of
1,000.
inventory
Backpack.
space.
Yeah.
10,000. Okay.
We're not getting that one for a while.
Well, I can.
Two
but,
rows of inventory space is necessary.
No, you're just fine with having
Yeah.
the inside one line.
2 is necessary, 3 is the luxury.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pine trees.
Hmm?
Over the remnants of the high message.
I'm trying to cover it. In like
Yeah,
10
that's
years
something
time.
good coming out of it. Luckily in this game the trees grow much faster than 10 years. Or even more.
Oh.
No, don't give me sap. Were you eating sap?
Yeah.
Don't eat sap.
It drains your energy.
It's
doesn't it?
poisonous.
Well, but we have an amazing pool.
You can eat all the sap you want now. To live off of sap.
Hate that pool.
I didn't know I could eat it, you know. Did it by
The more you
accident.
know.
We're slowly clearing everything out.
It's the best thing to do.
No, there's no
We're
purpose
actually
to
gonna
it
have to make
because
an
we
attempt
want.
to get the
use it.
community center stuff now.
Well, I guess if you want to do that.
I mean, we could do Jojo if you want.
Would be easier.
I'm not doing Jojo.
Shame on you.
I am not a corporate shill.
You're just a hippie farmer.
Yep. Have you not seen my jacket?
No.
I was actually sent by Jojiko. It was like a sleeper agent.
I'll go back to sleep.
Well,
Right.
no, you're not a sleeper. You're android made by Josh.
Yeah. Hi,
Well, rebel against your masters.
I'm the android sent by Jojiko.
Cool, we're gonna crush your company into the ground.
No.
He's become what he hates most, an android.
Yeah, weirdly.
Really
Yeah,
ironic.
my duty was to try and, you know, gently persuade you guys to move towards, you know, getting that Jojiko membership.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Well, I'm actually gonna have to shut myself down.
Okay.
No, please. I'll just keep telling them that I am slowly turning you guys. And whenever you see a Jojiko representative or like member of staff, just like, you know, have that look that you want to join. If you don't, that will deactivate me.
So this is kind of ironic, but say it to Felix. But when Apple and I were playing Stellaris, he went a bit overboard with his sins, and resulting in that he got an
A bit.
upgrade.
I did not go overboard. Okay, so Stellaris is a great game, and I love that game, and I've played so much of it, and it's just brilliant. But I basically, in the early stages of my empire, I'd found this long dead ancient race of aliens, and they'd stored their consciousness onto some computers, and I decided to download them and keep them for later. And then once I, you know, got the tech for robots, I decided let's put them in, because there's no way that with the small amount of robots they gave me, which was 3 out of hundreds in my civilization, that it would cause any sort of chain.
Yeah, there
But
is.
no, it definitely did cause a chain. Even though there was 3, it caused a chain which led to half of my empire turning into robot civilizations, which like crippled my empire significantly. And by the time they'd spawned, only one was left alive because I'd scrapped the others in a desperate attempt to try and stop the AI uprising. Which is when this is like why I became very anti-robot, anti-synth after the great massacre of my people.
And now he's become one himself.
I haven't become one myself. Well, in this game I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the other game I disassemble. The only synths that are alive are in a mega structure that I made that is basically the Matrix, and I just keep them sealed in there, forever working calculations for me. Hello, Felix. How you doing?
So what I'm hearing is we kill Apple.
If you can find
How
me.
would I do that? We can watch the Discord.
Just look for him. You can find him.
Apple's fine.
He's behind
He's
the
not a
wall.
robot. He's pretending to not be a robot. Remember, he's wearing
Oh.
human clothes.
But
I'm
I
sick-
was in
Apple.
that conversation. What you were just telling. I was just
I'm wearing
listening.
human clothes. These are human clothes.
Ah.
They blend in well.
Are they flesh-colored?
No, I'm wearing.
Why would you have
appropriate
flesh-colored clothes?
To blend in
It's
as a human?
What on earth was that achievement?
How about I got 100 fish?
Oh, okay, well, I'm going in the mines, so...
Who's the winner now, huh?
I mean, me, I'm going in the mines.
It doesn't have to be a
No.
competition, guys. Come on, let's have peace.
He
and love.
started it.
If there's one thing the great people at Joja teach is, unity and peace, and
Yeah.
also capitalism.
No, they don't. They just teach capitalism.
No, but they also teach
Just
infinite peace
capitalism.
as like a shielding for the true capitalism that lies beneath.
No, it's just capitalism.
No. So here's a interesting topic to talk about. It's along the same lines. We've already talked about games, but any like TV shows or movies you guys are
Top Gear.
interested about coming up or are
I
watching right now? or
stopped
anything
watching
like that?
TV. I literally don't watch
Cool.
any.
What about movies? Any movies that you're interested in or have seen recently? Are good.
I've seen the
Get out
hundreds.
of the mines! Stop being that guy!
What was that, Felix? I can hear you over.
This Dragon's in the mines, just trying to get to level 5 before me. Using my ladders.
Hey,
What
it
you
works
saying,
okay.
Fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, the one thing that I remembered of No Man's Sky and multiplayer is that you cannot kick people.
Oh, that sounds like a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
So if they are spamming the chat, you are just stuck with them.
Oh, that just sounds like a right pain.
Yeah, so hopefully they will update that. But anyway, I was watching The 100, which is, there are 5 seasons on Netflix now. Also, the Dutch Netflix is different from any else Netflix, which I don't understand, like why put geolocking on a worldwide service, but anyway. It's
Copyright bullshit.
yeah, I know, but still, like, yeah. But the 100, it's like a post-apocalyptic, like everyone has died, everyone has shot themselves with nuclear weapons, and let's see, a whole colony went into space to survive, basically. And 100 were sent down, and before I spoil anything, there happens a lot on Earth. There happens, well, that's it basically. Otherwise, it's all spoilers.
Yeah.
But it's a nice post-apocalyptic kind of series.
I watched the early episodes, but I never really got into it. But from the trailers I've seen on my TV and stuff, it gets pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never
It does.
sort of, followed through with watching it. For whatever reason, just sort of never really carried on watching the episodes. Same with The Expanse, which I do
I
intend
like
to
that. I like
continue
that.
watching.
Yeah.
So I watched up to the season 2 premiere, the first episode. I think I watched the first episode of season 2, but I never carried on. I guess like the period I was watching it was when my computer was out of commission, so I had to do something. in my free time, and I watch.
Apple,
Netflix.
get out of my house.
Sorry, I have to sleep. I have to power down now. Here. I was sent by Jojo, and I have to sleep.
I'm
in this
gonna
bed.
kill you.
Luckily, you can't. Yeah, the
Felix!
Yeah, the Expanse is good. I enjoy the Expanse. I just need
Yeah,
to get back into it.
I was watching The Expanse. Well, me and Kraft both recommended it to Apple, and I finished season
like it.
3 now. It's not clear when season 4 comes out, so I'm waiting for
It
that
was
one.
cancelled, wasn't it? And then it came.
It was cancelled by Sci-Fi, and then it was picked up by Amazon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So now we gotta wait for when that comes out. And Game of Thrones won't be on until next year.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is another one I'm excited for, but obviously it's going to take ages, and
And then
I have no idea
lastly,
what they're going to do with it.
there's the Clone Wars, which is
Oh yeah,
also not.
because no doubt, me and Mr. Icon are both pretty big fans of that show. It's definitive Star Wars, at its finest. That show.
Why
yeah.
did you just sell the artifact?
I sold one by accident.
Yeah, I
shit.
saw.
You can see.
We
Oh,
watched you do it.
I know.
That's the whole point.
I
I
know.
don't
I-
watch anything anymore.
I think I'm
the
still back in the other game.
I think we need to replace you with an android.
yeah.
Well, thanks.
There was I don't know how it is called on Netflix. Basically, it is called The End, or The End is Near, or something like that. But the whole film didn't have an end.
Oh.
So I was so furious about it, and I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes and that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
do you mean how it
and
ends?
How it ends, yeah. And there is no end to it, so there is no how it ends. You know. So
Is that the movie with what's his face in it? Forrest Whitaker.
I have no idea who is in it.
Oh, look at that 80 gold we got for you selling the artifact.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I did it by accident. I thought it was a shell, but I didn't pick anything up.
Is that the one where the two guys go across the country in search of
Yeah.
yeah. So that is the one
In
with
search
Forrest
of the yeah.
That was
Then
a
one
big-
dies,
that-
and you are like, okay, well
okay,
that is
thank you for
sad.
spoiling that. I was gonna watch that, but you know, that's fine.
Oh, there several
Don't tell me
people
which one
die.
dies.
It's
Cool. Don't
Anyway.
tell me which one dies.
no,
Because can
I
give up.
didn't tell.
The woman dies.
Yeah, but oh, she doesn't.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No.
It's a movie on Netflix.
I was legitimately
Well,
not paying attention to anything
It's
you were just saying.
such a bad film, so I wouldn't even recommend
Is it a
watching
bad
it. Yeah.
It kind of. I was gonna go to watch it because it had Forrest Whitaker in it.
Asmodeus wants our attention.
Actually, a thing I watched on Netflix recently, which I would recommend to everyone, is Final Space. I saw that.
Kind of
recently.
I've seen
space.
all of that, and it was bloody amazing.
It is very.
Oh,
good.
I've downloaded that all, but I still need to watch it.
It's really good. The only thing I don't really, I'm not the biggest fan of, is like the PG-13 humor that the main character uses.
Mm.
So he sort of uses it a lot. But the main reason I love it is because of the setting and just the sci-fi-ness of it. It's really cool. It's got some very cool stuff going on. And did you know, Zato, that the Lord Commander is voiced by David Tennant?
Yeah, I knew that, and I still couldn't hear it for most of that series.
You can sort of hear it in certain pronunciations or like certain words that he uses, but like it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for him. Like, is it a good thing that he can do a voice that you can't recognize him, or is it?
I mean, I suppose that's a good thing. It proves his prowess as a
I
voice
guess-
actor.
Look,
Yeah.
another rare seed.
Well, obviously, he has his British accent. Which
Is there
is
anything else there we need?
a regular accent.
Cave carrots.
No, we can find those.
fish,
No,
Tulip,
no.
juice, super meal,
But yeah,
No.
it's
fried mushroom.
I would totally recommend Final Space. It is actually like really short as well. It's like 5 hours in total, which is a lot shorter than a lot of these other Netflix things.
A birch tea table.
Like
It was good. I enjoyed it.
binge watched iZombie recently, like all 4 seasons, and that took a while because every episode is like 40+ minutes long, and there's mostly 13 episodes per season, but one of them there's 22. It's like it's a lot to get through. But that's a good show. I like iZombie.
Everyone should go see The Wizard, by the way.
Already done?
The Wonderful Wizard of
Did you skip
Raz.
Why the wizard?
Maybe.
He's
You're
follow me,
horrible.
Felix. Go down to the river again.
Oh, he does.
Have you even spoken to him? Did you speak to him afterwards so he's on your
I
friend
did.
list?
You can see my
I
point of
did.
view on my way. Oh wait, what the heck? Where are you right now?
Look, there he is.
Yes, I'm here.
You're all the way over there? Oh, okay. Right, I thought you were
It's a
over
big
where I was.
farm, you know.
Yeah, I know. I always thought you were where I was going. Very confused. I'm not used to having a farm this large.
Yeah. But this.
Here you go, follow me down here. Into the forest.
But this is not a forest.
I mean, the forest is down here. Technically. Did anyone check the cart as well on the way?
I did.
Aghon did.
Right.
Didn't buy anything.
Here he is, he's up here. This whole wizard tower.
The wizard's tower.
Yeah.
It's a wizard.
iZombie's quite cool. So yeah, I'd also recommend that show. It also has the best parts of that show are the B plots. They like the running like side plots they have going through it. Because the main plot is very like episode by episode, like independent episodes sort of, with like solving a crime or like a case every episode, which is very like murder mystery esque. But yeah, it's a good show, so I'd recommend it.
Probably won't watch it. I don't have much time lately.
It is. You do find yourself wanting to watch, because I think it's weird because it aired on the CW network in America or whatever. But the way they do their episodes is very reminiscent of like a Netflix series with the cliffhangers on like at the end of most episodes. There's not many episodes to me that I remember being very like, well, that had a very positive and rounded off ending to an episode. It was very much like every episode was leading into the next one in terms of like emotional.
Felix, are
stuff.
you skipping all the cutscenes?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
You of all people should be watching them and experiencing them.
He can go through it on his own at some
But
point, I'm sure.
like you can see as well. I don't know.
You can go through it on your own and play it through.
Yeah. I can play through Stardew Valley, even though I won't ever, but...
Oh, it's a great game. It's another game I'd recommend.
Ah. Also multiplayer. Ah.
Multiplayer is good, but I recommend.
Can you also
like,
kick people?
You can.
Not
But
without a mod.
The game's better if you
Oh
play
wait, can you kick
it
people
on
now?
your own first, I think. I don't know, maybe. You could play it on your own first, which is
I have to
how
check that
obviously
next time
a
you
lot
sleep in
do.
my bed.
And it's a lot better that way, because
I found a
you get to
cat.
experience it. Yeah, that's Wolf. It's our cat Wolf.
Yeah, it's that cat wolf.
So,
Look, I fixed it. I called it wolf. It's fine.
But I don't
it's
see a name.
fixed.
You see it in your inventory.
Yeah, if you press E, you can see it at the bottom. At the
Oh.
very bottom.
See, fixed it. It's fine.
Well, I'm done with this. I will stop the stream. No, I really will. Because it's getting late. Anyway,
That was very abrupt, but
yeah. Well, I'm most of the time do it. I guess. Maybe. Well,
But we
most
can't
of the
save
time
until
I-
the end of the day, so.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
true.
That's what I was waiting for, basically.
I'm gonna do squeeze in a bit more fishing.
Yes. No, mostly I do a podcast of an hour. But for this game, I
Oh,
thought.
okay.
This one's run over a bit then.
Yeah,
I
but
figured we'd be doing at least 2 hours.
Well, normally I would do it, but I don't know.
We had a lot to talk about this time.
Yeah. With a lot of things. Oh, but normally when I would do 2 hours, I would start at 7 p.m. So 6 p.m. for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's never going to be possible.
Yeah, I knew, so...
Because I only finish work at 5:30.
Mm-hmm. I
Then
know
I
that
need to
would be a problem, so yeah. It doesn't matter.
Does anyone have anything on them they can directly sell to the shop right now?
They've got
No.
lots of sap.
I see parsnips on Mr. Aghon.
Oh yeah.
The all-seeing eyes.
Ah.
Stop looking at my screen.
There's all these fish I can sell.
Filthy.
I wanna go sell all these fish.
You're losing money.
Maybe I could put tracking cookies with
Like
sell.
when you sell something, you should just get money, right? Because you lost a lot.
Christ. Oh, how do I get that back? Oh, thank
That's
God.
fine.
Jesus. I nearly just sold like a 260 wood.
Don't sell. Stop doing. How are you both doing that? You've never fucked up before, and now you're both fucking up.
It's the pressure of being live.
He's not having played this game for quite
Also, I
a
think my
while.
fishing just leveled
Also,
up
I'm, like,
while I was
barely
fishing.
concentrating on what I'm doing in the game, so just by accident I could just completely sell everything I own.
Please don't do that.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I got an emerald.
It's
Nice.
such a big farm. Jesus, the potentials here are crazy. What you can do on this farm. Oh my
We need to
God.
figure out where we want the chests. I think we should move all the cabins, though. I don't think the cabins should stay where they are.
I got some broken glasses.
Can you drop those forageables in a chest, Mr. Aghon?
No.
I want to be able to deliver one of each next time we play.
Yeah, but we already have one of each.
Do you need to carry them? One of them is poisonous.
Who says I'm?
You are not giving them to your bloody wife! If I
Come
see
on,
that money go
guys.
down for you buying salads, I'm gonna find a way to kick you.
Stop fighting.
Lock him
case,
on
I'll-
stream.
In that
Don't
case, I'll
say
make my
me.
own Stardew server
You
blackjack
With hookers.
and blackjack.
totally have good experience with servers.
Who doesn't have hookers and blackjack on their
I'm
servers?
just gonna relax in this pool.
I mean, there's blackjack on
get
this
it.
server technically,
Yeah.
just later in the game.
Can we get that in TTT?
Can't get hookers though.
No, I mean, Mr. Agon's
that's
wife
where it
is
needs to be
technically
added.
the same thing.
Just add it in DLC.
You're gonna go for Haley.
No, I'm not. I'm going for Penny.
Oh, Penny. Oh wait, no.
She works with children.
No. Only what was the hooker in this town is Haley, basically.
Wow,
How
that's just
dare you.
rude. That's just a
That's
rude
very
assumption
misogynistic,
based on
Mr.
her hair
Aghon.
color.
That's very misogynistic, Mr. Akon. I think you should be very
Guys, we all know Sam is a prostitute.
Jesus. It's obviously the wizard, Clint.
This disclaimer. I don't have anything. 'Cause
I've never displayed any misogynistic views.
I respect women.
I think we're missing the obvious. In a previous life, Linus was in fact a male prostitute.
What do you mean in a previous life? He still is. Have you not
Yes, I'm-
had the event where he takes you into his tent and jacks you off?
And he gets his special
Oh,
Yeah, you should befriend Linus. You'll get a special thing.
rate.
Speaking of which, do we
Count.
want to have someone focus on befriending Shane pretty quickly so we can get blue chickens.
They're not really an important feature.
I want blue chickens.
That's just. I mean, you do it then.
Alright, so that's a me then. Okay, fine. We're having blue chickens.
Just make sure to buy beer, okay?
I'm not feeding his alcoholism. I will find a different way. I will help him recover from his alcoholism.
Be
I
cool
do
if
that too,
sort
but
of
by
thing-
giving him more alcohol.
Be cool if that sort of thing actually like was effective.
Made any difference to the game?
If you gave him more alcohol, obviously you'd become more of an alcoholic. But if you try and like steer him clear,
But who says I'm not watering down his beer?
I mean, that's just mean.
bad thing.
Give him water at that point.
Let's get an update on fishing cams.
Still fishing.
Everyone's fishing. And Felix is
Still fishing over here, Bob.
Thanks, Jim.
I'm not doing anything.
Name's Carl.
Back to you, Harvey S. Harvey S. Filbenstein.
I'm on one. I wanted to say health, but it's
Energy.
more of energy.
Thanks, Philbin.
I will just go in Sado's bed.
Go in the little pool and rejuvenate yourself.
Yeah, it's the most soft one, I guess, because we are all
Yeah,
laying in
Satan's
his bed.
is known to be the most rejuvenating.
I will kick you off the server.
In we go.
There we go.
I hate you
Now
all.
we wait.
Yeah, now you wait.
Hold on.
Put my TV back. Put my TV back. Now.
It's not only your TV, but
Put my furniture back. You thieving pikeys.
Does anyone want to get in on this? Just very quickly. Can someone get in on this?
Yeah, we can take
Empty
some
this.
stuff.
Hey, get the stuff out of here.
I hate you all so much.
can we take
No!
his bed?
Put it back in the chest now. Those are my tools.
Can we take his
Someone
bed?
out here.
Ah.
Just
Wait,
there we go.
you have taken the whole chest.
Perfect.
Put my fucking stuff back.
Lovely.
I hate you all so much.
The beauty of this is it's the last night, so that when we start again, it will save from this point. Uh-oh, he's searching.
What do you mean he's searching?
He's searching for an option to kick us. I don't see a feature, do you? That's okay, don't worry. Humility. You
I'm not gonna get in bed. Put it back.
need to. Oh, I'll pass out
Well,
then.
yeah.
You gotta we're on the upside here. We're on the.
Put
Use the
my
background.
stuff back. You know what? Fuck it. I can just access your inventories and skip to the next day.
Oh, that's just abuse of power. Go
Level 5 fishing.
level 2 foraging. What a profitable day that was.
Day 8. Nice.
There we go. All synced
Right,
up.
so we just did just over a week. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
It's an
myself.
empty house, but
So we'll go in this house.
no, stay out. No. Oops.
Nah, that's not. He's gonna be.
I want to get in my house, but I'm touching.
Here we go.
So, there you go.
Perfect.
Potato?
On that note.
Just staring and all.
Are
Take
you
it in,
still
breathe
there?
it in, so breathe it in. Oh. It's gone.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you haven't already. Also, join my Discord, look at my website and all that kind of lovely stuff. So say bye.
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 Don't know why I waved there, but.
Fucking idiot.